With a small population in a widely spread country area, this team has refused to let the barriers presented by living provincially stop their community from growing each and every year that they've been in it. Please join me in welcoming the Duntroon District and Development Association.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a real pleasure for me to be here this afternoon to welcome representatives from the Duntroon District's Development Association.
It's a mouthful, isn't it?
It is. This is a group that I am so proud of, and they are one of our small community groups that's making an absolute difference to their community and to our district. So without any further ado, hand over to Mike and to Owen. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Gary. Does anyone here know where Duntroon is located? Oh, I must have spoken to all you people. For those that don't, it's not in the North Island. So where is it? Oops, he told me that was the back button. Now you might say, it looks like it's in the middle of nowhere. Sorry, it's in the middle of everywhere that's important. We live in limestone country with Maori rock drawings on our cliff walls and the mighty Waitaki River on our doorstep. So who are we? We're more than a village, we're a farming district. Our purpose is to fight rural decline by developing a connected community and promoting our natural and built heritage. We stay connected through our monthly newsletter, the Duntroon Digger. Everything we do relies on volunteers, and we don't take them for granted. We have no paid staff. Our progress is due to a very strong committee that meets monthly, works as a team, sets objectives, has a can-do attitude, and most importantly, we know how to have a good laugh. We share responsibilities, for example, keeping accounts. We fundraise, manage the camping ground, liaising with other groups and agencies. We rely on community support. Working bees get the job done, and they also build a connected community. Last year, we clocked up over 1,200 person hours with up to 21 volunteers involved. So how does a tiny community, Duntroon's population's 114, and surrounding farming families get money for its projects? Instead of the usual raffles, etc., we simply roll up our sleeves and scrub. We have a contract to clean the public toilets, and we manage the Duntroon camping ground. As a small, passionate community, many of us wear a variety of hats. Our voluntary groups support each other, and we work together on numerous activities. I'd like to call on Owen. Can you give us a few examples of people and their voluntary commitments, please?
Hi, I'm Owen. Let us look at two local volunteers. John Hoare, a semi-retired farmer, is on our committee. He is also chairman of Vanished World Incorporated and chairman of a Nichols Blacksmith Trust. He attends all meetings and is first to volunteer for working bees. Katrina Moffat is our second volunteer. She is our committee secretary and cleans the public toilets daily. She does the daily work and donates the income to our funds. She also volunteers to work on a roster at the Vanished World Centre and is involved in other community activities. Here are a few more workers from our voluntary army.
That's a cold
Good.
day.
Yes,
Spot the southern man in his shorts.
Shorts.
Volunteer skills are varied and willingly given. Ted loves working the digger. He often fixes drains, mows lawns, does weed control, and we have people that edit the monthly Duntroon Digger, etc. To obtain the best bang for our buck, projects are carefully planned, costed, and funding is sought. Over the years, we have built up our credibility with funding agencies. Our regular and predictable income, over $2,000 per annum, keeps our projects sustainable.
Now, over the years, we have established a number of working partnerships. They include the wetland landowners, the A2O cycle trail management, and the Waitaki District Council. Community support is vital. Public meetings allow us to consult and come away with a plan and a mandate to act. Our mayor, councillors and council staff support us with their attendance. We couldn't develop the Duntroon wetland without the community support, and the new A2O cycle trail entrance into the town meets the needs of the local businesses and community.
Challenges. In 2005, the speed limit in Duntroon side streets was set at 70 kilometres per hour. That's the side streets. It took 7 years to get this reviewed, and the limits returned to 50, so we have tenacity. Currently, we are lobbying to improve our public toilets in Duntroon. As a voluntary group, we, like many of you, face new health and safety requirements and the need for public liability insurance. Many volunteers in Duntroon serve different groups. Public liability cover for each voluntary group seems ridiculous to us. So this year's challenge is to get a single public liability policy for Duntroon's volunteer groups collectively. Wish us luck. Cunning plans. Coloured brochures are expensive and usually out of date the day after printing. Our cunning solution, one coloured brochure that has nothing that needs changing, and we have a black and white insert with a map and the content that does change, such things as contact numbers. Problem 2, the blacksmith shop has insufficient funds to have it open and manned. Our number 8 wire solution, install CCTV and monitor it from Vanish World, which is open.
Okay, and the community has moved on from their 2002 fear of rural decline and now feel in control of their destiny. They are proud of their community and its heritage. We continue to preserve, maintain and promoting our heritage. Attractions, visitors are impressed with the variety and uniqueness of these attractions. Visitor numbers are growing. Vanish World Centre, Flying Pig Cafe, Camping Ground and Duntroon Tavern are benefiting, and the new B&Bs are popping up throughout our local area. As for the district, let us return to ask our Mayor Gary Kircher.
Okay, at the risk of being tackled, I'll try and make this quick. We actually had some prepared notes to read out, but to be honest, we can't keep up with these guys. Just a couple of weeks ago, I was driving through Duntroon on my way to Twizel, saw this guy tagging our public toilet. I turned around, here's Burns Pollock, well-known painter, 80-something years old, drawing a mural on the toilet wall. Didn't know that was happening. 2 days ago, a couple of large people turned up. Populations increased by 2. About 8 foot high, made of Oamaru stone. Some new statues for the main street. You know, these things are just happening, and it's all down to these guys making Duntroon a live place again. Well done, fellas. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Trustpower.